Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also tuning in worldwide, thanks to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music. We're glad you all could be with us as well. This is part of our News You Can Use segment. You may like it or not, but it is tax season. So a lot of us, of course, have some things to get ready for, and it's always great to get a jump on our taxes early and to make a plan to also get our finances in order so we don't have any last-minute surprises. If you're needing some helpful tips to help you get ready for tax season, or, of course, how to be able to get the most out of your tax refund, our next guest definitely has you covered. We're excited to welcome Courtney Alev to our broadcast today. Courtney is the head of tax at Intuit Credit Karma. She's going to talk to us not only about some great tips for you guys, but also let you know where you can go for more information. Courtney, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, Courtney, some people are excited about this time of year, especially if they think they're getting a refund. Others may not be as surprised or excited. But what can consumers do, Courtney, to prepare for tax season this year?
Yeah, if you're not feeling excited about tax season, you are definitely not alone. In fact, nearly 1 in 3 Americans told us they're actually dreading filing their taxes this tax season. But I'm here to tell you it does not need to be scary. If you're feeling worried about taxes, the best things you can do for yourself are to get organized and to make a plan. In terms of getting organized, you're probably getting a bunch of forms either sent to you in the mail already or sent to your email. Put a shoebox on your desk for any of those things coming in the mail, or create a folder on your computer for anything electronic. That way when you sit down, you'll be totally ready to go. And as hard as it is, try not to procrastinate. I know I am the queen of waiting until the last minute with things like this, but the earlier you file your taxes, the earlier you'll get that tax refund if you're due one this year.
Yeah, such a great tip, and I think it is something that we do typically put off. But I love what you said, Courtney. The sooner we get it done, the sooner we can get the benefits, especially if we are going to be getting a refund. So one thing that does come up a lot, and we probably are already hearing the commercials or seeing the commercials, are the different filing options. How can consumers decide the best option for them this year?
Yeah, there are a ton of tax filing options out there, and it can be really overwhelming, especially for people who might be filing their taxes for the first time. It's really helpful to go online and do a few minutes of research to help you figure out what's the best solution for you this year. But the good news is that online tools have gotten really smart. They're fast, easy, intuitive, and they really hold your hand through that entire end-to-end process. But if you're still feeling nervous and you really just want that human touch, someone to reassure you that everything is looking good, a lot of online options like TurboTax also offer expert assistance.
Love that. Love that. So, Courtney, for our audience out there, we mentioned refunds. I mean, that is one of the big things people are thinking about. What should they also be considering, though, when it comes to refunds this tax season?
Yeah, we know 3 out of 4 Americans are expecting to receive a tax refund this year, and 1 out of 4 is actually expecting to receive a bigger one this year than last year. But if you're hearing that and thinking, I don't actually know if I'm getting a refund or if I'm going to owe a bill or how big that refund might be, there are free online tools like on Credit Karma where you can go right now, spend a couple minutes, and get an estimate of what that refund might be that's coming towards you or how big that tax bill is going to be. And it's really helpful to actually plan that now before you file, because then you can avoid some big surprises, and you can also start making that plan, whether for how you're going to use that tax refund or how you're going to pay that tax bill.
Yeah. I have to say, my family and I, we've been using Credit Karma for years. It is such an easy way to be able to get our taxes done, and I love the fact that a lot of the information from year to year, it does carry over. So it makes it a whole lot easier for us as well. We'll let our audience know how they can get more information. But I do want to ask you, Courtney, what other tips do you have for consumers for tax season this year?
Yeah, the number one tip I'd have if you're one of those 3 in 4 Americans expecting that refund is try not to let it burn a hole in your pocket. It can be so exciting to get this check and so tempting to splurge all of it on something to treat yourself. But I'd encourage you to put away 10%, maybe 20 max, a small amount to treat yourself. But use the bulk of that tax refund to really jumpstart your financial goals for the year. Maybe that's paying off credit card debt or putting it towards saving an emergency fund. That can really help get your 2024 off to a great start financially.
Such a great thing for our audience to be able to remember. Again, everyone, Courtney Alev has been our guest. Courtney is the head of tax for Intuit Credit Karma. She's helping you guys to be able to not only prepare your taxes this year with a little less stress, but also knowing the importance of doing it early so you can be able to go ahead and get that refund if you're due one, or to get a head start on other plans you need to make. Courtney, where can our audience go for more information?
They can check out Credit Karma or TurboTax. There's a ton of information on there that can help answer all the questions you might have about filing this year.
All right, Courtney, thank you again for the great work you're doing, and thank you again for stopping by. I really appreciate the time.
Thanks so much for having me.
Glad to do it. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, again, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.